Welcome back to another Black Clover reaction, where today we're going to be watching and reacting to episode 144, titled Those Who Wish for the Devil's Demise. I am interested to see what happens this week after last week, where we have Yami and Finro coming face to face with Dazu, and them going to the Devil Banisher's town to save Mari and Nero. However, I was going to do this week as a double feature with 2 episodes, but then if I did that, it would leave an odd number for the final episode of the anime-only canon stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'll do one more episode by itself. Then the following 2 weeks, I'll do 2 double features, and then we'll go back into the filler stuff and go back into the 2 episodes until we reach the canon stuff once again. But with that, let's jump into the reaction part of this video, but don't forget to stick around to the end where we do a review and breakdown as well. Okay, picking up where we left off last week with the episode of Finro and Yami coming up to Dazu, who's remembering her husband, I presume? Aww. She doesn't see herself as good enough. Look, he doesn't seem so bad, but from those episodes we met him already, he did seem a little kind of bad. So I'm curious to see how it's going to change, if we're going to see her entire backstory, see how he went from someone who seemed like a caring husband to someone who's a not-so-caring husband. Yeah, because she's a hard worker. But she doesn't seem like a bad person, so her being a devil banisher is very shocking. I mean, yeah, she went through a traumatic experience, so it makes sense. But still. Another friend, did you see a cute girl with horns sticking out of her head? Very good way to describe her, Finro. To be fair, no one else can have horns out of their head, so I guess it makes sense. Is there anyone who doesn't hate the devils? You got a good point. After what happened, I mean, they have a common enemy. They have to find something to hate. Yeah. Yes, they are. R.I.P. Oh. Why didn't you come to help us? Because they were fighting the devil in the castle. There was also a lot more going on, but still. Yami feels the weight of not being able to protect everyone. The unfortunate part about not being strong enough and fast enough for as many people as you could be to save everyone in the kingdom. You could only save so many. The cost of war. F. F in the chat. What are the royals doing here? Yeah, to be fair, having the royals come around this town does seem a little sus. Just a little. It makes sense looking for Mari because she didn't look like a devil or anything, but as soon as they start talking about Nero, it does seem a little bit sus that they're looking for someone with horns on their head. I mean, we know a bunch of these people are probably part of the Devil Banishers, but they could, you know, they're definitely pushing off those sus vibes. Yep. Yes, remember, Noel, the words of Poigolion is you need to stay calm. Even your brother is telling you this. That's how you start thinking. You stay calm and you start thinking about what needs to be done. Now, on the other hand, you have Ghost over here who's about to start losing his shit. Typical Ghost, scaring children. Even when he says sorry, he looks scary. I have to bring him back because he's my G duo. Gordon just scares everyone. Poor Gordon, he just wants to be nice. He just scares the children. Oh, poor Gordon. God, Ghost and his sister loving complex. You know, if it wasn't for the fact that he had that complex, he looked like he's just a caring brother. But then he just had little details here and there that just pushes him over the edge. This is what he gets. This is what he gets. He's gonna offend this old lady now, isn't he? My name's Maggie. Oh, I guess that's different. Ghost is gonna lose his shit. Bro's like getting more and more on the breaking point. The more he can't find his sister. Ooh, they got a secret layer below. That's where the devil banishers hang out. Maybe they planted something. Yeah, Nero did. Ouch. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good at all. Ooh, they're gonna set a trap for them now. Make it so the thing leaves the area so they can try to find where Nero might be, but all they do is find the bracelet. Ooh. Are they just putting a frequency? I feel like it's just gonna pop up because that's what their plan is, to move them away from the town. Did they let down their defense? Yami's figuring it out. He knows that something is sus. Could be a diversion. Yami thinking tactically. You guys can borrow my wheels. I love that he calls Finral's wheels. Oh. But hey, at least Gordon and Yami are staying in the town. They can keep looking and see what they can find. The Magic Knights only defend each other. Yeah, I mean, there are a good amount of Magic Knights that do that, but there's also a handful that try to protect everyone they can. Let's show them the true meaning of justice. You know, it's crazy when you think about it. They're like, well, let's execute the two servants of the devils when one's a literal child. I mean, Nero's not as old. I mean, she's technically is really old, but it's also not. But you get what I mean. At least Mari's a child. They're like, she's a servant. We're just gonna execute her. Like, come on, seriously, come on. These guys are only thinking with the hatred they have for the devil that they're not realizing they're putting a small child that probably had no control of their actions to death. Oh, Dazu telling him to hold off? Why? What do you want, Dazu? What's going on? Okay. Ah, they want to lure out Asta. I see. They want to pull him out so they can take him out as well. Ooh, okay. They're really after Asta because he became a devil himself. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Asta doesn't have a good case for him when he looks like that. Come on, guys. It's a trap. They're about to attack. Oh. They put it on a bird. I was fully expecting it to be a literal trap where they were pulling them into a corner to take them out, but instead they just put the thing on a bird. Because why not? Everything's been working out for us since that day. Has it, though? That seems suspicious. Are they in love? I feel like they're in love. I feel like she was cheating on her husband or leaving her husband for her. Maybe? I'm getting that kind of vibe that's going on right now. Because, you know, we saw from when we first saw them, They were talking about something, and they're like, I have to go home. They're like, oh, you know, you don't have to. It seemed a little sus at first. I mean, that's not exactly what the dialogue was, but like something seemed like it was bad at home. And now it feels like maybe she was going to leave her husband. And then a tragedy hit and she lost her husband. Oh, Asta woke up. Finally. Oh, of course, instantly gets up and starts running to go find them. Typical Asta. Typical Yami grabbing his face. The Panickers? The Panickers? It's not like I was trying to save you. Really, what were you trying to do then? You weren't strong enough, Asta. It was literally you were literally just knocked out by a bomb, a potion. So like, I don't know if your strength could really stop you from doing that. If he decides to freak out, use force. As long as he's still breathing. Just strap him to a chair, make sure he can't move. Yeah, what do you want to say, you bastard? Oh. Okay, I guess you realize what's going on. Oh, you're actually gonna help. What a shock, because he's gonna take responsibility for his subordinates. Yeah, I guess. But if you investigate them, you'll probably figure out where they went. Oh, they already know it's Cowboy. Cowboy. Wow. They can still track his mana. That's pretty good. Oh, this guy is also from his subordinates. Okay. Ew. Well, that's not good. Oh, there's a third one too? Oh, I was not expecting that. I was expecting just the one from his subordinates, not three of them. Unless there's more than three. Beanpole monster? They can't lose Nero because she stands a chance against the devil? I guess that's fair, but also, Nero's one of them now. They can't just banish her. Oh, Yami praised you, Charlotte. Be all happy. Some rather intelligence in the ranks. Yeah, you got a point. Why haven't they offed him yet? Kabue has extremely strong sense of justice. He's the one that wants to execute him right away. It's only Dazu who's like, hey, we should wait. We should get Asta and then do it. Yeah, exactly. He's thinking here. Jack the Ripper is thinking for sure. I guess that makes sense, yeah, okay. But doing that definitely seems like a way to get the Magic Knights, just absolutely ripping you a new one and coming and beating the crap out of you when you're standing up on stage with them about to execute them. Yeah, definitely. Especially with how everything happened with the Eye of the Midnight Sun's attack and all the elves attacking everyone. So you kind of got a broken kingdom right now. People are gonna splinter into different routes. Yeah, you can't fight your own guys and also fight a devil from another kingdom at the same time, guys. You need to deal with this conflict ASAP. Yeah, they're all thinking. They're thinking very hard right now. I will say this is a very, very talking arc, but it makes sense after everything that just happened. We got a huge fight, now we got to deal with the consequences. Oh, Yami, that deep stare. He's thinking. He knows something's about to happen. He knows they got... Wait, the city of Leyhart. What's that say? At noon today, we'll be Oh, wait, this is the trap. They're trying to bring Austin. That's the trap, what they're doing. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We know what's about to happen. Yeah, interesting episode. A lot of talking. But, you know, it is definitely a talking section. DJ Midori commented as well, saying that this part of the arc is very political as they talk about a lot of stuff. And he says he likes it, which honestly, I don't mind either. It is nice to get that kind of slow breakdown from the the Midnight Sun / Elf Reincarnation arc where they're all attacking to now of like, okay, we got to deal with those consequences. We got to figure out the political standpoints about what's going on. We got a kingdom. It's not just punch, 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 fight, fight, fight. There's more to it, which is nice to see just the consequences and how they're dealing with that. But we'll talk more about it in a moment when we talk about the review breakdown of this episode. So if you like this reaction, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. It helps out the channel a lot. And you get to stay up to date with all my Black Clover reactions and all my Marvel and DC stuff. Now, let's jump into that review breakdown part of this video. I will say when it specifically comes to this episode, there's not a lot to talk about because I feel like they kind of just covered the same talking points throughout. Like we had the Magic Knights looking for Nero and Mari. Came out empty-handed, they weren't able to find them, they questioned a lot of people, and just no one was willing to talk to them because no one really trusts the Magic Knights after the Midnight Suns attacked, and no one came to this village to help them. Makes a lot of sense. And then you have the Devil Banishers themselves prepping for the execution. They find the magic device that Nero was using to transmit their location. And they're just kind of figuring out how they're going to go about it. Why aren't they executing them right now? Oh, they want Asta. And they want to lead them in so they can take them all out at the same time. So they can get rid of the 3 devil worshippers that they know of because of the newspaper that came out after the trial with Asta and Mari. So just interesting to see how they're setting things up. And it's, like I said before, it's very politically motivated. It's definitely dealing with like, okay, how do we deal with this new event? We have to go against this devil. We need Nero. We need to make sure our strongest players are on the board still. And we can't afford to have the kingdom turn on us because of that. So they want to make sure there's no unrest within the civilians. They want to make sure everyone's kind of surviving. And that the kingdom is won rather than splintered because of the attack from the Midnight Suns and how people think that the devils are running everything. So just nice to see the consequences, how the Magic Knight captains are dealing with it, how they're preparing for the fight to come, and how they're trying to save Nero because they need her for the next part of their plan when it comes to the Spade Kingdom. Plus, on top of it, you know Asta's not going to back down. He's awake now. He's going to be running and charging as soon as he sees the execution order on the wall. You know this man's going to run in without a plan, and they're going to have to figure out something to make sure Asta doesn't get captured, and that they're ready for another fight without getting caught off guard by sleeping potions. Which, hey, maybe they'll bring Gray with them, and Gray can turn the sleeping potion into something else. But we will see. And like I said before, I will definitely be doing a 2-part episode for the next 2 episodes, mostly because then it will wrap up the anime canon stuff, and then we'll go back to the filler stuff until we get to the manga canon stuff for the Spade War arc. But I'm excited to see what happens next. It is nice to kind of get that slow down pace to figure out what's going on. I will say it's hard to react sometimes to it because it's just some talking. There's not a lot of big real shock value. It's just plot development and pushing it forward, you know, adding a little bit more stakes to everything. This episode was definitely slower than the first 2, but it did give a lot more detail about what each party is doing, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they're going to kind of dive deeper into it afterwards. So let me know what you thought about this episode. Is there anything else we need to talk about when it comes to the breakdown for the entire arc? And I'll put it in my notes. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button. It helps out the channel a lot, and you get to stay up to date with all my other videos with Marvel and DC. Thanks again, and I'll talk to you next week when it's time to watch episode 145 of Black Clover.